Right,
Can
start.
start.
Okay, the topic is publication analysis of coronavirus research, scientometric analysis, which is based on Web of Science data. As we all know, that novel coronavirus is discovered, which infects humans, known as COVID-19, and it's identified in 2019. And it's a new strain of coronavirus, which outbreak the serious respiratory problems in Wuhan, China, and which jumped from infecting not only animals but also humans and in turn developed person to person transmission. So there has been various measures which has been taken to control the spread of COVID-19, but it all seems insufficient. And scientists and researchers from around the world, they are constantly researching to invent a vaccine of this virus. Now, due to this, they are for analyzing and measuring the research trend of coronavirus all over the world. The present study has been done, and the study is based on Thomas Reuter's Web of Science citation database. As with previous review of literature, it has been seen that Zhao et al. They have also analyzed Web of Science data on oncolytic virus and found that USA dominated with highest publications, and the highly cited papers were from the journals Nursing, General Biology, Health and Medicine. Same way, Siv Prakasam and Joshua in 2019, they analyzed Nipah virus globally based on Web of Science, and they found that Journal of Virology from USA was the most preferred or prolific journal. Same way, DLIS 2018 investigated articles and published on the virus Zika, and they found that again United States was as a top ranking country. Boris and Ho identified publication on Ebola virus, and they researched SCI expanded and found that Journal of Virology, Journal of Infectious Diseases, and Virology were the three most productive journals. So the present study provides data for use in research, health planning, and policy making. So the following objectives, bibliometric indicators are there, which I have seen in the study. They are to find out the year-wise publication, the RGR, relative growth rate and doubling time, examine the authorship pattern, ranking of authors and institution, contributions by different countries, the most cited journals and articles, and the keyword frequency. The search strategy chosen was the Boolean operator or was used, and this was the search strategy which was chosen. And the criteria chosen was that the only journal articles were considered, along the language chosen was only English, and articles, irrespective of their methodology, were chosen. The published period was between 1968 to April 22, 2020 was included. So the year-wise distribution shows that total of 1,468 total papers were there, with total citation 39,692, and it showed that maximum number of papers were published during 2017 to 2020, whereas the average citation, which were the maximum number of citations were received in the block of 2005 to 2008, and the average citation per paper was it was 27 times each paper was being cited. The relative growth and the doubling time, it showed that in the year 2020, the highest publication productivity has been found, which was 316, with RGR 24 and doubling time 2.89. And the reason could be because it was the pandemic outbreak year, whereas the minimum number of publications were found in the year 1919, which was only 6. The authorship pattern showed that most of the papers, as there's a research trend in science publication, most of the papers were multi-authored, that is more than 5 authors, followed by 5 authored papers, 4 authored papers, and single authored papers are quite less, that is only 60, that is 4.09%. Then the country-wise distributions showed that USA topped the rank with highest number of publications and again with highest number of citations, followed by People's Republic China. And it also showed, the WAS viewer was used to analyze the network, to do the network analysis, and it found that USA with a larger circle shows the higher productivity, and it has also the highest link strength, which shows it has more collaborating papers with with different countries like People's Republic of China and the other countries like Netherlands, Germany, and England. Then the most prolific journals found were Journal of Virology, again with 191 papers and 10,675 total citations, which belongs to country US, and the total link strength was found was 751. And when the data visualization was done in WOSPHERE, it showed that Journal of Virology, the larger the circle, it shows larger productivity, highest productivity, and followed by another Journal Virology and Journal of General Virology. The thicker the line between two notes, it shows it has more collaborative papers between two journals. Then the most cited authors, it has been found that Britton P from UK has the highest number of papers, again with high citations, that is 44.8% average citation per paper, followed by Liu DX from UK, and so on. The most prolific 10 authors list have been given in the article. Then the prolific institutions, Utrecht University from Netherlands has been found the most prolific institution with high productivity and 27 documents and 734 citations, and the total link strength of this institution has been found 63, followed by Huazhong University of Science and Technology, which belongs to China, and documents were 21, and again the link strength is 46. And again the data visualization shows that Utrecht University, it has a bigger circle and with high productivity, and link strength is also high. It's quite high because it has collaborated papers with different institutions, collaborating institutions. And the further word frequency has been seen, and it has been found the maximum number of times this word COVID-19 has been used, followed by coronavirus, virus, and so on. And when it is depicted in the word frequency data visualization, it has been seen that this cluster, different clusters has been shown in this word frequency map, and this particular cluster is a little darker, and all the correlated co-occurring words has been shown in this, like COVID, China, this epidemic, outbreak, all these words have appeared quite frequently along with COVID-19. So, and the most cited articles, it has been found that this particular article, which was published in 2005, that is cloning of human parvovirus by molecular screening of respiratory tract sample, which was published in Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America. It was cited the most number of times, followed by another article authored by Cohen S. and et al. And the title was Psychological Stress and Susceptibility to the Common Cold, which was published in New England Journal, and the year was 1991, and the number of times it was cited was 1009. And
so we have 2 more minutes to go, madam.
Yes, right, sir. So in conclusion, I would say with the outbreak of pandemic all over the world and in India, various major and minor research projects have been launched by public and private institutions to combat this virus. And there is a need to undertake more such kind of bibliometric research by library science professionals, which would further facilitate the researchers and scientists to understand the current status quo of research, and further countries can collaborate and cooperate in the ongoing research and can become a pioneer in developing the vaccine, which could, so that it could be combated, we can combat this global pandemic. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, thank you very much for your nice topic and current one also.
Thank you.
Anybody has questions? Yes. Okay, now I lost one question.
Yes.
Why did you choose Web of Science database alone? Is there any reason or availability?
So it is the most, yeah, availability is one of the reasons. And secondly, it is the most reputed databases and from the most reputed publishers, which includes almost all the, topmost journals. And availability was also another issue, sir.
Okay. And another question. You have chosen the year of study from 1968 or so. But
Right,
at
sir.
that time, Corona was not
Actually,
seen.
Actually, sir, very few articles were there. So we had to, like, I was trying to make block of 4-year period. So I had to
Okay.
extend it to 1968 only. Then only it was like symmetrical was
Okay.
coming blocks.
Okay. Thank you. So, anybody else? No other question. We'll move on to the next speaker. Thank you.